folks, Daryl here. Two-Family Homestead. Every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Join us as we discuss video editing. October the 31st, 2017, tonight's topic is going to be thumbnails. But it's an open forum, and if you have any questions about any other items within Filmora or even other softwares, we'll try to answer them. And we do it live for you. So join us, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Take care and have a wonderful day. Hello. So how is everyone tonight? Looks like we have a nice little group in here. B Lady, McRae family, Grandma Rose's Homestead. I saw some other ones. Rusty, how are you? See, you're in here. And I know I saw a couple others just a couple minutes ago here. So due to lack of emails, I kind of chose the subject tonight to talk a little bit about thumbnails and how easy they are to create in Filmora, because that is our, I guess, our primary topic of discussion here this evening is the Filmora program. BC Truck, good evening. And Coco's here. I bet Discovery's here. Oh, Two-Family Homestead is here. How about that? So, anyway, thumbnails are kind of an important piece for all of our videos as creators, because that's the first thing somebody's going to see, and make them decide whether or not they're going to click on it to view the video. I mean, you could have some fantastic content, but if the thumbnail doesn't generate a little bit of interest in some fashion, they may never click on it. They may never see it. So, Southern Art, good evening. And Full Spectrum Survival, good evening.
We have a newbie here. DIY Solar and Wind.
DIY Solar and Wind, yeah. Good evening. So, anyway, getting to the thumbnails, the little promo that I made for this tonight, I just took a handful of thumbnails that we've created in the past, threw them back to back, transition them all together and just put it in there just to generate some thought. You don't have to have a special program to create thumbnails. I know that some people say, well, what's the best program I can get to generate a thumbnail? Well, you don't need that. Most editing software has the ability to create, I'm going to use the term either freeze frame or select an image out of the video that can be used as a thumbnail. And I'm just checking here on the health of the stream. I think we're okay. Is this sounding okay to everybody out there? I'm seeing a couple things that are just not looking quite right on this end.
Brad, full spectrum says it sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, maybe he's talking to somebody else. Sorry.
Yeah, he might be.
Mm-hmm. No, bee lady, I wasn't kidding. I haven't done squat for 2 days.
Okay. So anyway, the thumbnails, again, like I was saying, it's a pretty important piece, but you don't need to go out and buy some special program or download special programs to create a thumbnail. Thumbnails, with most editing software, are very easy to do. It gives you a piece of the video if you want that. And you will find those that say, well, that's not good enough, and maybe in their case it isn't. I have heard arguments that the thumbnail needs to be a much higher quality than the video. It needs to be crystal clear and sharp because this is the thing that somebody is glancing through a whole page of pictures and they want to attract attention to that particular thumbnail, so it has to be better than everybody's on the page. Well, there's a little bit of credence to that. It's very easy to overlook a video if the thumbnail doesn't grab you. There are some people that follow the school of thought that the thumbnail has to, let's say, have a large colored border or a large band of a specific color to quickly identify their particular thumbnails in the vast array of thumbnails that show up on a page as one is browsing through, and they can instantly identify it as them. Well, there's some good thought behind that. You can instantly tell. I have tried to do a little bit of experimentation, both in color and in content. Do I think that I'm getting more hits if I use smudge as the picture of choice, if you would, on a thumbnail, and then just some wording around him? He's obviously sort of our channel brand, if you would. And when people see see Smudge's face, they know it's Two Family Homestead. But I don't know that those videos really gather more views than others. So I'm kind of looking for feedback from all of you out here. Always pick a thumbnail that best describes what the video is about. I understand, BC. So
Bee Lady asks, what does he mean by hits? Can he tell if someone just clicks on it and doesn't watch it?
I need a better definition of what it is she's asking. I mean, if they click on your thumbnail and open if they open the video, they have generated a view. I don't know what time period YouTube considers it to be a view, but in the amount of time it takes for your browser to open up the video and get started, it's a view. It sees it as a view. Whether or not they watch the whole video, that's another whole story. That goes into your watch time. That's your other analytics. Homemaker on the Homestead, is it better to take a pic or choose from video for your thumbnail? I'm going to say that's a lot of that kind of stuff is going to be personal preference. If you like to take a pic and make that your thumbnail, and you enjoy doing that, by all means do so. However, that does generate more time. You're going to have to not only take the pic, you're going to have to edit it down. You're going to have to, maybe not, but most people would then overlay that pic with some sort of a verbiage that says something about what the video is or not. There's very, very few thumbnails that don't have some sort of verbiage on them.
Bandana asked, or stated, I've been using the TubeBuddy thumbnail, but I'd like to see how Filmora one works.
Okay.
And then you'd answered Homemaker on the Homestead, right?
I believe so.
B-Lady. So when they click on thumbnail, is it a hit or a view? Same thing, right? You stumped him, B.
I have to try to understand her verbiage. Hit, click, bounce. If they just go over top of it, it's not done anything. It doesn't count for anything. But if they open your video, if they click on the thumbnail and open your video, you have generated a view. Now the second part of that is, how long do they stay? Do they stay for 5 seconds? Do they stay for 5 minutes? If it's a 30-minute video, do they stay for all 30 minutes? So that's the second part of that. But if they don't click on the thumbnail, they're not going to see the video at all. So the thumbnail is the important part of all the videos.
Homemaker on the Homestead said that she's just learning this. She just learned how to upload.
Okay.
Well, starting point for everybody.
Absolutely. Yes, it still counts as a view. McRae Family Homestead, it most certainly does count as a view. The other part of the analytics is the amount of watch time. So,
yeah, Robin, if someone clicks on your video and doesn't watch it at all, if they stay on that video, yeah, that's a view. Daryl, do they stay for the share blooper reel? Coco, do I have a blooper reel? I'm afraid to ask.
And I see B-Lady's comment here, a whole weekend with the man who still doesn't understand how I talk.
Well, considering, B, that you had your husband in stitches on the floor.
Rolling on the floor
Saturday afternoon. I just wish we got a video of that one.
And he must have just discovered something how you talk.
He hasn't known all these years. Beautiful you are. Your views will start to grow. If you, for anybody that's in here, if you have a homesteading and or a gardening type of YouTube channel, and if you have Facebook, come join us on Facebook. It's for any YouTube channel, homesteader or gardener, that has 1,500 or less subscribers. They have a little form you have to fill out, but I'm one of the moderators, so I've been the one usually, approving everybody, and you'll get a lot of backup for all those people in that group. We have Southern Arks in there, McCrae Family Homestead, quite a few there. So we'll give you the views. That's not an issue. Okay, Dale, floor's yours.
Floor is mine, huh?
Yeah, floor's yours.
Southern Ark, that could very well be true. About 30 seconds, I wasn't able to ascertain a direct answer. I know years ago in the world of the general internet, just opening up a page was considered a view. If they were there for a second, it was still a view. I don't know that to be the case, but I do know that it has generated the transaction from their server that your browser says, I want to see what you're holding. So that's when the two computers talk together and says, send me the information or send me the video. And at that point, that kind of starts a little clock. And if there's, to pick a number, if there's 5 minutes of information, if it's a 5-minute video, the clock on their end is going to say, okay, how long is this being engaged for? If it's 2 minutes, well, it's still a view, but you only got a 2-minute watch time. Whereas if it's all 5 minutes, well, then you get 100% watch time, or 5 minutes of watch time on a 5-minute video. So, all right, somebody said they want to see how Filmora does the thumbnails. So let me bring that screen over. All right. What I have on the screen here is Filmora in its editing position. The file I have on it was the couple-minute promo for tonight's show. So the way I created this, because I'm sure some people might like to know, is this graduated color background that kind of starts out in a purple and goes into a light red or pink. You won't find that in Filmora. I actually created that with a photo editing program. It just created a blank picture, if you would, that has a 16:9 resolution. It's 1280 by 1020, and made a graduated picture. Imported that in. So that is right here. So I just imported that in, and that's what I started with.
Okay, hold on. Could you ask folks in here if they totally understand the report YouTube sends them monthly about their channel? Just wondering.
Do I understand it, or?
Could you ask folks in here if they totally understand the report?
Okay, if there's anybody in this chat that totally understands the report, who is it wants to know?
B-Lady just posted that up there.
Get with B-Lady because she wants to know. I don't have an answer for her.
That's what she wants, Carol. Okay, Coco, this is where I'm rolling my eyes.
I'm not sure that anybody totally understands these reports. And they constantly change. They constantly change things. We got a thing here not too long ago that the new updated statistics that are available in this version and that version. Not everybody on YouTube is created equal. There are some folks out there that have a community tab. Pratt Family Homestead, for example, they have one. We don't have one. A lot of big channels don't have one. Why and how they got it, they don't know. We don't know. And can you go get one? No. You can find out a little bit about it, and it's a select beta program that's been given to a few channels. No rhyme or reason. So, getting back to what I have on the screen. This is what I started with. I brought in some titling. I brought in the little Wondershare Filmora logo, and then brought in some more titling. Just to create the beginning of the program. So after the 10 seconds here, I stopped and I went up to record, and I said record from a webcam. And I sat here. Matter of fact, I did this earlier today. I had the same shirt on that I had then. And I sat here and just made this little spiel off the top of my head about tonight's show. So I inserted that in. And then I decided to just go grab a number of clips that are thumbnails that we have used. This particular one was not a thumbnail. It happens to be a picture of my daughter on top of a platform that's on top of a playground pirate ship that we're building for my grandson in his backyard. So she thought she was pretty good stuff for being up there, and she was. That's too shaky for me. So I continued on through, and I used a different transition between every one. All the rest of these are all thumbnails that we have used in various videos or live streams over the past few months. So I kind of did this for a couple reasons.
On Facebook, you can download videos.
One of the reasons is, I'm hoping maybe some of you folks in here are going, geez, I missed that video. And you go back and look at it. Oh, I get another view. But I also did it because it was easy, quick, to throw this together to make a quick promo for tonight. Now, as far as, let me go back into where I'm talking. There, I'm looking wide awake. I'm still sleeping from the weekend. Let's see if this helps any. A nice topic. All right. I still look like I just got out of bed there or something. Let's see if I find a better view. Okay. If I want the picture that you see on the screen right now to be a thumbnail.
Gris says, hey.
Hey. Hi, Gris. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, we were talking about you this weekend. Bee Lady, wasn't it you that talked about a friend with the cat? I think it was. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Oh.
If I wanted to make this into a thumbnail, the easiest way for me to do it is I'm putting the mouse over here underneath the picture, and the second little item over, it says snapshot. You can also use keystrokes, but if I just take a snapshot of that, this particular image that I can use as a thumbnail. So I'm going to bring it and set it over here. By default, if you insert it in the program, it's 5 seconds long. But it's a picture. And it happens to be the perfect size for a thumbnail. Now, I have my image for the thumbnail. I can go back into text and let's just go in here and grab something. Say this is a sample. It happens, the default on this particular text is a script writing. What I'm doing is I'm centering it on the screen. What you probably cannot see, maybe you can, is when you have it centered on the screen, there is a vertical and a horizontal line that shows up through it to tell you have it centered. I'm going to change the color of that. We're going to make it an orange, and we're going to put a border around it. We'll make, since it's Halloween, we'll make a black border around it. Let me move it over a little bit so my webcam here isn't in the middle of it. And again, because it's Halloween, let's go ahead and put a shadow on it. I think maybe you can see what that's done. Now I'm going to increase that shadow a little bit. We'll stretch that out so you can pick it up perhaps better. And I'm going to change that to a white shadow just to make it pop there a little bit. On the border, if I increase the size of the border, and we'll say OK. So now what I have is I have a picture in the background, I have a title over it. So I can just play this to that point, take another snapshot, and I'm gonna go back into the media so it drops it right in here. It will put it in the media, but not necessarily in the folder you were in unless you have that folder up. It'll go back into the default on the top where it's kind of the catch-all. We'll click this again, and it'll say that's now the picture or thumbnail or snapshot, whatever you decide to do with it. Now as far as uploading this, and I'm not going to get into where you change things with within the YouTube program, because I think probably everybody here, let me put it this way, if there's anybody that doesn't know where you change your snapshots on a video, and you can change them even on an older video, but if you don't know where that is, let me know and I'll get the screen pulled up to do that. Otherwise I'll just kind of leave that alone. Where you find this picture on your computer, on a Windows computer, you go into Documents. There is a folder called Wondershare Filmora. Now this is provided you have installed the program using all defaults. You haven't done a custom installation of any sort. So Wondershare Filmora. Then there's a folder called User Source. and then there's a folder called Snapshot. So what you're seeing here on the screen, that's all either snapshots or they have been created within the program for some reason. I've taken snapshots, whether or not I've used them as thumbnails or as just extended portions within a program. For probably this past year or so. Now, when I look at a bunch of snapshots like this, I don't know. I find it very difficult to determine which one of these would cause me to want to go click on it, and which one do I just pass by. Snapshots can be clickbait. You can make the snapshot that is not related to anything within the video as a clickbait item. In a way, in a very, very minor way, I did that with the promo for this. Not totally. But this is the snapshot I used for the promo in this. And I just simply said, this thumbnail is a fish. So for the live stream, I mean, it's not, this thumbnail's not really talking a whole lot about what we're saying. The fish doesn't really apply, I don't think, too much to a live stream. But I think you're kind of getting the gist of it here. You could have that fish be something else that would maybe cause people to click on it just because of the picture that it is, and it doesn't have anything to do with the video. So that's what a lot of people would refer to as clickbait.
Does YouTube flag you for bad clickbaits?
I don't know. I don't do it. So I can't answer that. I think everybody does a little bit of, to use the term clickbait, but I don't know anybody in this community anyway that is excessive on that. So within Filmora, if you just use the little snapshot button here, that's how simple it is to create a custom thumbnail within this program and then just upload it in the Creator Studio to your video. Okay, I know the chat's been flying by. Do we have any more questions?
I'm pretty sure I've caught them up to point.
Bandana Grandma, I'm craving chocolate.
Lonely Prepper, are those snapshots provided in the software or things you've added?
Are those snapshots? You mean the ability to create these images? The little camera icon here, that's in the software. All the images you saw are different things that I have specifically done for a snapshot or an extended piece of the video. Can you please explain the benefits of this compared to Live Movie Maker? Let's do this. because this is the way you typed it, B. Live Movie Maker. So you're talking the free software, I'm guessing, that Microsoft had. That it looks like somebody else now is trying to develop, maybe. And I'm not been in here. No, this is a Windows Movie Maker alternative. I'm not sure this is what you're really talking about. This is almost clickbait, but it's a paid ad, and Google's putting it up here.
Lonely Prepper Homestead was just curious if the ones you showed were your creations,
yes,
or samples included with the software.
No, those are all my creations.
There you go.
Those are all my creations. As far as snapshots, there aren't any.
Yeah, beautiful you are. There are a lot of snapshots.
Okay, let's show it in a little bit different way. Let me just get back out of this. Here we have a blank cloth, if you would, blank slate, and I need to create a thumbnail for a video I've just done. And I don't want to use something out of the video itself. I just want to create one of these more or less plain Jane type thumbnails. So I'm going to just grab a red color screen. And I'm just stretching this out so it's maybe a little bit easier for everybody to see. So what I have right here, this is 5 seconds of just a bright red background. Well, I'm going to want to put some lettering on it. So I go into my text area here. And this is where I have a lot of different things to choose from. So let's just grab this one. I double click on it and I click advanced. In this particular example, there are 4 pieces, and as each piece is highlighted, it will draw a square around that piece. And let me move this. I'm in the middle of it, so let me move this over here a little bit. So the top one, this is the bar that goes across. And just so you can see in its default form here, before I change anything, let me play this. So that's the way it looks in its default form. Draws the bar and then draws the 3 lines one at a time. Okay, so let's go to the bar, and I'm going to I want to move the bar. I'm going to put the bar down lower, and here I'm going to say my sample thumbnail. And I'll say okay. Now I'm going to want to center that bar up just a little bit more, so let me move it. Oops, my mistake. Here we go. There we go. There we go. So now, if you play this, it looks like this, my sample thumbnail. Let's go back into it and say I want to change some things. I want different lettering, and I'm just going to go with a preset something or other. So color fill. Guess I'm not going to be able to do that because I've already changed it. There we go. Okay, so now I have a very quick way, and I'm sorry, my webcam is in the middle of the front of that. My sample thumbnail. And that's just by using some of these quick presets over here. So you have to highlight the one you want to change. For example, a thumbnail, I'm going to make it this yellow right now. Or I can make it this. Very tough for you to see there. That's an outlined, and that this has a blue surrounding. I think that's pretty nice. Now I'm going to want to go a step further. I want to change the animation on this. So for the letter my, I'm going to double click it. It's going to do that. And for sample, we'll roll that down through. And thumbnail, I'm going to do it this way. So now when we play this, and it just continued to go on through, which is fine because that's what it started with. Let me move it down here so you can all see it. The my has a start end on it, so I'll put it as this. And the my will stop where it is. That is an insert animation move. The other ones are complete rolls. So let's go into another insert animation. And here's another. And at this point, I don't care for any of those. Because I don't like it, I'm just going to say cancel. Don't save the changes. But I've now created this red thumbnail. Actually, it's not a thumbnail yet. I have a red background. I have white lettering. Again, just to show one other thing, let's we've got to go ahead and insert the Filmora logo as a picture-in-picture. And I'm going to resize that. Get it over here. Okay. And I don't want it to be there right at the beginning, so I'm going to shrink it down in size. We'll come in halfway. So if I want that to be my thumbnail, I'll play this across to where I want it to be. Now I have the Filmora in there, and just hit pause, come over and click this little camera icon. And I now have a new thumbnail that I can upload.
Grandma Rose's Homestead has asked, can you add your own fonts to the selections?
Yes. Filmora will pick up whatever fonts are on your computer, and you can add more fonts to your computer. So I may have some on here that others don't. I don't have any real special selection of fonts, but Google has tons of free fonts, more than you could ever use.
Can YouTube live streams be edited in Filmora?
No live stream can be edited without removing it from YouTube and then re-uploading it. At which point you've lost all of your views.
Well, Green Bay Wacky says, I hit print screen, paste into PowerPoint, crop, add text or other pics, and save as a JPEG. Super easy. I use Filmora for live videos.
So he does his video editing with it, and he uses, what was it, PowerPoint?
Mm-hmm. PowerPoint.
So he's using PowerPoint to create his thumbnail. One of the key things about Filmora and other softwares is you can make a thumbnail directly out of the video that you've created. I just showed you an example here of creating a thumbnail from scratch, whereas before we showed creating a thumbnail from out of the video. So it's an actual piece of the video.
Hi, Wanda. How you doing? The hostess with the mostess.
Good evening, Wanda. Did you get those ghost files cleaned up on your computer? She's probably wagging her finger at me about right now.
You're almost relaxed.
Well, Bandana, define what enhancements you can actually do with your quote-unquote live streams. Green Bay Wacky, absolutely. That's why we have this wide open here.
Exactly.
Come in here and explain how you do it. Maybe a better way. The whole reason I started doing these on Tuesday nights was because the editing program went away in YouTube, and people were looking for an alternative. And I'm going to just say low cost. Filmora is not a free program, but it's a one-time purchase. You own it for life, and it's very easy to use. It's pretty good software for what you get.
Homemaker on the Homestead caps. Please say it gets easier as you use it.
Absolutely.
Ask anybody here. Southern Ark, Bee Lady.
Yeah.
I know Southern Ark uses it.
Yeah, Southern Ark uses it, and McCrae Family Homestead has picked up on it and used it. Bandana Grandma, I believe, is using it.
Yes. You going to be there also on Saturday, Carl? I guess homesteading with the cases are going on Saturday.
Okay, cut and trim, enhance photo, and add music. I'm not sure to just what extent you can do that with the enhancement piece that they have left, but
Beautiful you are. I feel like I'm in Algebra 2 again. Jeez. For me, it would have been basic math.
Algebra 2, huh?
Hey, Bob Homestead, how you doing? Oh, Carl, you're going Friday and Saturday. Okay.
Well, Lonely Prepper, I understand what you're saying, but if a lot of people don't have those other pieces of software, if they do have Filmora, they can certainly create that, and they can create it right out of the video that they've just used, that they've just edited and put up.
Woods Newswatch, yes. These videos, as are our Monday night live streams, are kept up. So, and the nice thing about how Daryl has it set up is when he's speaking, the chat that you see on the side, it'll also be there. So it just won't be him saying stuff and you're not knowing what the heck are you answering to. So yeah, they go up. They'll be up like usually within an hour after the live stream ends.
Yeah, we don't upload them. It's all YouTube processing time. Yeah, Lonely Prepper. That's the whole thing. We're all here to help one another, to share ideas. How you do it, how I do it, how somebody else does it, and obviously keep open minds as to, well, maybe I'll try that sometime, or if I did it this way or that way. That's yep, that's what we're trying to do.
Green Bay Wacky. I really like your stream, very laid back, no drama. Enjoyed and trying to support everyone in YouTube community. Gotta run. Tonight's Halloween. That's right. Go spread out that candy. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping.
Yes. Thank you for stopping in. We appreciate it. Hope to see you back again.
Amber, you're very welcome.
Okay, do we have any other questions about
something with horseradish?
About either thumbnails or anything else? Has somebody been using the software and have run into a snag, or some other software and run into a snag that we may or may not be able to help in some fashion? Filmora is not my only editing program. I'm just being open with everybody here in the room. But we do use it. I use it a lot, but it is not my only wrench in the toolbox.
Daryl and Sherry have the perfect rabbit and raccoon heads for Halloween. Gosh, can you imagine who would ever say such a thing? Oh, they give out cheese in Wisconsin. That could be. Who knows?
So the problem, Bandana Grandma, is when you do a live stream, it's already there. Now, here's what you could do. And so let me just clarify this a little bit. You could take your live stream, and instead of having it remain public right afterwards, you could have it so it goes to unlisted, for example. You could download your live stream then and edit it to your heart's content. But then when you re-upload it, it's a new video. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. When you have taken it down and re-engineered it, if you would. I mean, that's one of the gotchas with the live streams, is the fact that, hey, it's live. If you goof up, everybody's seen it, so there's no getting away from it. Whereas with the video camera, hey, you can edit a lot of stuff out that nobody would ever find out that you tripped and fell down the hill, or whatever silly thing might have happened or occurred. I was thinking that Bandana said in something else where I saw her that she had a question for me about something that
she did. One of was it one of the videos that we uploaded from the weekend? She posted, but I don't remember what the question was. Woods Net Watch, message me on Facebook or Daryl. We can help you with that.
Yeah, Bandana, that's the only way you're going to be able to do that. I'm not sure what you're trying to what you want to cut out, or what you have in your live stream. They've already seen it. It was live. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, Lonely Prepper. But then again, if you go change it, it's not the same. So what kind of credibility would they have from a live stream that somebody's brought back and highly edited? And one of the primary purposes that I researched and found a way to embed the chat within the live stream is for replays. You go into a lot of live stream replays and you lose track. You don't know what they're talking about. They're not as interesting. Now I have thought about starting out our live streams with "Welcome to our replay," because they come in, they're going to see all the chat that scrolls right up with it. And if somebody wants to be a jerk and come in, like some of these trolls that we've had and things like that, well, if they do it here, it's here permanently for everybody to see, and YouTube can see it and say, well, this person needs to go. Because
have you ever used Lightworks? Never heard of Lightworks?
Yes, I have.
I'm sure you have.
Yes, I have. It's been a few years ago. I worked with Lightworks when I was in the corporate environment.
Do you know how many? When did you start doing these? Filmora.
All the Filmoras.
Yeah, she wants to know how many videos there are.
How many videos that I've done?
How many of your Filmora live streams? She doesn't know how far back she has to go.
You created a playlist, didn't you?
Yes.
There's a playlist. So I believe they're all in the playlist. We will check that, make sure that they are. But I believe they're all in the playlist. You can just bring up the playlist and see everyone we've ever done.
All sorts said you were reading her mind because you posted, Daryl and Sherry, do you find that there are less trolls with the chat posted on the finished product?
Yes. And to everybody in the room here, especially because Wanda's in here. I think it's Wanda, isn't it? Is it Wanda or is it
She's
Danny?
been answering us as Wanda.
I so apologize that we did that live stream from their meetup over the weekend, and we were rushed in getting it together, and the chat that is in the window, this is obviously, as everybody can see, this is the actual chat that's that you see in the window. So I have to capture that and put that into the stream. And the window I was capturing the chat off of, and I'm sure you've all done this, if you scroll back up in your chat or something, you get this little down arrow, and it no longer rolls. And that went through their entire live stream. I am so sorry that I missed that at the time, didn't get it corrected.
Was it yesterday we watched it, or was it this morning we re-watched the Saturday night live stream?
I thought it was yesterday.
And I told Daryl, I don't think I've ever seen Danny laugh so much as he did Saturday night.
Well, good evening, Chef. Oh, by the way, Chef, your live show from last night was demonetized. Yeah, I don't. This demonetization thing, YouTube is in the middle of doing.
Of course, you got it.
I'm sure this one will be too. Well, Chef, you're not alone. We get it.
Yeah, you're right, B-Lady. I don't think folks will even care. It was more of a Daryl noticed it, and
Daryl noticed it and beat myself up about it.
Yeah, he was beating himself up about it. But I think we know what did it, and I was the one that caused it. So
no, I'm not going to say that.
Oh no, not Saturday night. You meant at the question and answer thing Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we even snuck up on Deep South Homestead property earlier in the afternoon. No, on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday we drove by.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're driving down this lane and it says something like dead end, do not enter or something.
I'm going, oy vey.
I'm going, I
got the shotguns.
I didn't see the sign. and then it is a dead end. I got to turn around. So I got to pass it twice.
Amber, I'm not really sure why YouTube is doing that so much. Maybe it's because they want people to pay for that red thing or whatever. I have no idea, but it gets crazy because I don't think we've ever had even a PG. Most of them are just G-rated live streams and videos.
Well, Chef, we always appreciate you popping in, and you're welcome at any time. Yeah, we were stalking Deep South. Yeah. We were stalking you. Don't know what to say.
Got a picture of their sign as you go into the driveway.
We got a picture of the sign. Yep. And I haven't even looked at it yet, but I have somewhere around 5 hours of video from the meetup, where I just left the camera running back in the corner. Like I said, I've not even looked at it yet. What I may do, not saying for sure we're going to do this, but what I may do is I may put that on our Facebook, just a raw and edited 5 hours of meetup for somebody to go look at if they wanted to. I'll have to look and see if it's any good at all.
Hey, Noah's Ark. You'll have to ask Wanda about the dehydrated water. She was really worried. We got a message from her on our way home Sunday, and she was quite worried about it.
And folks, we kind of really didn't say anything about the 9 o'clock because cases have moved their night, so we're not infringing on them.
Oh, B, I'm sure most of it is going to be good. TJ, what's up, guy? It was tainted. Is Noah's Ark going also, Coco? Come on up, Amber, anytime. The dogs will tell us you're here before you know you're here.
Well, Noah's Ark, I think Bee Lady's doing a live stream tomorrow night that she could maybe sing to her bees.
Yeah, Bee Lady has an awesome voice. That's for sure.
And Grizz likes your chili, Chef.
B, that's what I was telling Daryl this afternoon about. They really live. I didn't say out in the boonies, but maybe that's what I said. Out in the sticks, out in the boonies.
Told to be.
Yep. Yep.
Homemaker on the Homestead, thank you so much for stopping in. Certainly appreciate it. You have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week. Oh, next week, Monday night is All Sorts.
She's in the room.
All Sorts. You're on deck.
Yeah, it was Cher singing. Har, har, har. Not me. I didn't sing a word. Didn't know him.
So, is there anybody else that has any questions on our problems? Anything Filmora related that maybe we can help you out with, or work it out with everybody else that's in the room?
Hold on, Amber. 27th, Amber. 26th is a Sunday.
Now, you can start getting ready on the 26th, but you're not going to go live till the 27th, so.
Hey, Food Forest Permaculture, how are you? Nervous. Don't be. Who else said they were nervous? Oh, Mariah.
A lot of
Mariah was, oh, Lordy.
A lot of them have said, well, Cooking with Doug said he was nervous.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that Chef Tovia wasn't a little bit nervous.
Oh, he probably was. Yeah, I'm sure you'll survive also. You only have Daryl to look at. You don't have the rest of the channel to look at.
I can fix that.
Okay, Bee Lady, what is your...
See, I can put the better half up.
Did Coco see me roll my eyes again? Bandana asked you a question.
Daryl, what is the Ipsum wording on the title slides for? Usually there are... Okay. All right, I got to bring this back so I can... What you're referring to is in the text and credits. For example, what I have here, starting with title 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and so on and so forth. They all have this lorem ipsum. I really don't know what that wording is, but the whole idea behind this is this particular title slide has two different sizes of lettering that you can use. You can play it here without inserting it into your program to see what it does, to get an idea how it works. This one is a script. That one's a single. But they're all slightly different. So when you bring that down into your project, I believe that if you go into the advanced mode, you will not miss anymore, because this shows you right away that there's two different things.
Coco said it's Latin for something.
It could be. I don't know. I don't worry about it because I never leave it there. And these are simply suggestions anyway, as far as placement of whatever wording you might like to use. But if you don't want, if you want just the one set of lettering, that's fine. Take the other one, highlight it in the advanced, and hit the delete key, and it's gone. At this point, you just have the one. I have also found, although you can highlight this in the box on the screen, I have found many times it's easier to do it up here where it says the input to text in So now when you play it, well, it's overlapping the other one, so hold on a second. It's okay. This one I need to delete. And that way you're just gonna have the one. So then if that helps, always try to go into the advanced editing screen. From the simple standpoint, it's going to show you more. You get more information here. You can do everything you want to do. If you want to add another line of text, you can press the text up here. Whatever you have the text box around, it brings in that same font at the same size, and that's what it is. If you wanted to add a shape, and we did this on another one, but I'll do it again here. I'll bring this in. You can do a solid color. You can do a graduate. You can make it transparent. You can change the angle of the graduated colors. You can take the border away from it, or add the border. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. Now, We can also change it inside. Make it a long arrowhead or a very short stubby one. So you can spend a lot of time in creating the look that you want. By all means, Bandana, you have now advanced to the advance. Oh, we'll do that, Wanda. That's next week, right?
Yeah. Saturday is Layman's, and then Wednesday is Michigan.
Yeah.
At a pizza place. Yeah. It was a 14-plus hour drive for us. We got home at 3:30 yesterday morning.
Yeah, and I think that didn't you and Wanda converse right after we left? We were not too many miles down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wanted to know if we were up yet.
Yeah, asked him. We're already going down the road.
Up and down, yeah, already on the highway. The lady or Bandana, you talking about Daryl? If it's PC related, he's like a sponge.
Gallivanters. We're gallivanters.
Gallivanters. Okay. Coco Noel, if there was a piece of property out there that was affordable for us, I possibly would have to tolerate the humidity and that in the summertime, but back where they lived, oh yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, we'll put your picture back up. People like looking at you better anyway. Coco, I'm getting the eyeball roll.
She's going to see a lot of them next Wednesday.
Danny has landed some. We have an offer he can't refuse.
Make sure you buy plenty of it, B. That way we can move there also. Bandana, that's what Daryl wants. He wants to get a camper. Daryl has a theme song. Papa wants a Rolling Stone. That was good.
I'm not sure I get it.
I'm sorry. If I have to explain it, it's not funny anymore. And just remember, be lady, you have to get extra acreage for your friend here to move. How many zeros?
Okay, any other questions from anybody? Is everybody still finding these things worthwhile, or is this something I should stop or continue, or I need some feedback?
They're all too busy chatting about everything else. It's like old home week right here. I still say the look that we got, the look that I got from Wanda and B, Wanda figured it out, and then I turned around and looked at B, and she says something about, who are you? And I says, you don't know. And she goes, no. Oh yeah, B, Can you see me in one of the little short skirts and heels and black stockings? Not.
Well,
did you know that you can now? Can now what? I lost that one. You and Cher could host a phone book reading, and we'd be here for you. I'll see if we can find a phone book to read.
Maybe I should stop this live stream and we can start another chat live stream or something.
Put a video up on Facebook as your backdrop. I'm going to have to look into that, lady. I think just doing a clip of when we walked up the sidewalk on Saturday until we got into the building. Yeah, I can't do heels anymore.
Oh yeah, Grizz still needs help getting to 1,000. How close are you now, Grizz?
Yeah, Finite World, Coco Noel, what's a phone book?
Okay, Bandana Grandma. Can I file my uploaded videos used for my videos in Filmora? They seem to be on my opening page, all filed together. Oh, are you talking now within the program? Time to move back over. Are you talking in this part right here? Is this what you're referring to? I'm waiting for an answer. I'm going to guess that is what you're referring to. If you notice on the left here, they have a default here that's my album. This is probably where all your stuff is going. I've just left this kind of collect over here. But I typically just create a number of new albums over here that I work out of. Some I leave up for various amounts of time. This particular one is the one I created the Justin Rhodes meetup in. This is one I used to use for creating a lot of the promo videos for the live streams. This was one that I did when we had the eclipse. This is all leftover stuff. I've been working on this one for the past 4 or 5 weeks now for these Filmora classes. Now this was some of your air fryer stuff, and this one's empty and this one's empty, and this was from a conference that was in Virginia. Empty. So I keep a couple empties just to throw stuff in to work with. But you do need to go back through here and do some housekeeping and just delete them out. Just delete them out. Marshall Farm. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it very much. Grandma Rosa's Homestead. Thank you very much for stopping.
I'm trying to find videos of
Carl Boehm.
Yeah, he's going to be there Saturday.
Okay.
Will we be wearing our t-shirts? Probably. Might as well, right?
We could.
That way they'll know us.
I think that would be wiser than wearing the raccoon and the rabbit heads.
Yeah. People won't understand why we're doing that. I'm not sure they understood last Saturday. I'm telling you, the look on Wanda's face and then the look on Elizabeth's face was priceless.
Well, Danny figured this out because I had shorts on.
Yeah, we won't be doing that again.
Wife is taking the soap making class at 2. Now, is this the soap making class? Is that a layman's thing that they're putting on? Hi, Christy. Well, we don't want to have a lot of drama here or anything, but we didn't mean to put you to sleep.
Here we go. One of them, who was it? Just asked. All sorts. Was it you that just asked about the dogs? Somebody did.
Okay. Well, hon, it's going on 9:30 here, so maybe we ought to shut this down.
Marshall family, we got home at 3:30 yesterday morning, and Daryl drove the entire way.
Noah's Ark asked about the dogs.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, some folks are
Yeah.
heading for bed.
Carl, we will have on our t-shirts, great t-shirts, and you'll see smudge on the back. You can't miss it. So we'll be wearing those on Saturday. So everyone have a good evening. If anyone you know on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, if they want to know how to do some editing, send them over. Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
And don't forget Monday Night Live every Monday.
Monday Night Live.
9
And
o'clock.
next Monday, we have our own infamous All Sorts.
Okay, everybody.
It's good to know that, B. Thank you.
Have a wonderful week. And if you're at Layman's on Saturday, maybe we stop. Make sure you introduce yourself if you see us.
Or you can just do like Amber did to us in May at the conference in Crossville. Just scream out our name. She got our attention.
Yeah. So and do that from behind us so we can run.
That's in the opposite direction.
All right. Everybody have a great week. Take care. And we will see you next week.
Stay safe.
Night.
Night.